kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Second, cuts to his corner, takes the shot, he scores!
Here's the starting lineup for tonight, Norwin Knights. In goal this evening, a senior, number 0, Anthony Scalise. At forward, a junior, number 2, Daniel Maddock. At defender, a senior, number 4, Rick Stapone. At midfield, a senior, number 5, Luke Halberg. At midfield, a senior, number 7, Alex Brown. At defender for Norwin, a junior, number 11, Dylan Moyer. At forward, a senior, number 14, Carson Sedlak. At midfield, a senior, number 17, Owen Christopher. At defender, a junior, number 19, George Bunovich. At forward, a junior, number 21, Ryan Schiller. And finally for Norwin tonight, a freshman, forward, number 12, Ryan Schomer. The Norwin Knights are coached by head coach Scott Schockert, assisted by Mike Powers. And now here's the starting lineup for tonight's Peters Township Indians. In goal this evening for Peters Township, a junior, Marcus Biziak. At defender, a junior, number 2, Caden Hensler. At midfield, a junior, number 3, Adam Smiga. At defender, a junior, number 6, Cam Glass. At midfield, a senior tonight, number 9, Nathan Fralick. At striker for the Indians, a junior, number 11, Alex Paris. At defender for the Indians, a senior, number 12, Logan Salwich. At midfield, a junior, number 18, Parker Weiss. At midfield, a junior, number 19, Jevin Kelly. At defender, a senior, number 21, Adam Sandrowski. And finally for the Indians this evening, a midfielder, senior, number 27, Blake Gablehart.
Stadium.
Yes,
I'm here with
Ven
my partner,
Kelly.
Ven
Yep.
Kelly, and we have
And
a
my
big,
partner, Eric Smiga.
Here we go, man. We got a big matchup tonight, Ven, huh?
Yeah, we sure do. Norwin. After a Baldwin the other night.
Yeah, Baldwin was a nice game, 8-1, but this is definitely a matchup that the boys had circled. Norwin comes into this matchup, I believe, 4-1, with their only loss to Seneca Valley, which is a non-conference game.
Yeah.
Peters Township also has one loss, with the loss to Camden Mac last week. So definitely a matchup here for potentially first place in our section.
Should be a good competition. There's some size on both teams, isn't there? I'm looking at those big guys out there from Norwin.
We've got some size and some excitement. We have the addition of Parker Weiss back on the field. He's been out with a hip injury for most of the year.
Good to see Parker back.
Came off the bench in Baldwin for some minutes, just testing it out, and back in the starting lineup. So all 3 captains are in tonight.
Looked real good. I believe he had an assist, actually, the other night. Yeah.
He did, yep. Looked very calm out there.
Yep.
Typical Parker fashion.
Typical Parker fashion, that's right. All
We
right.
started this game pretty much on time. There's a rain delay for the JV game. Unfortunately, those men only got to play half a game, but they did come up with the victory, 1-0.
Yeah, it was a fine victory it was.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of luck on our side, but,
We had
we'll
Slim
take
Shady, Carter Helbig near the own goal.
There you go.
And Connor Seaman, I believe, had the shot. Game's going to start with Adam Smiga on the ball. Ref's getting ready to blow the whistle. And we are underway. Passes it over to Froelich. Froelich takes it down the left-hand side, out of bounds. Rarely see an opening kick that ever develops into a play.
No, they seem to like to stick with that kind of play for the opener, don't they?
I think pretty much every soccer team.
Yeah,
Up the wing and just out of bounds, and then the game starts.
Yep.
Yeah, you rarely see a goal off that, but always seems to be attempt.
Yeah, one of these days.
Notice Norwin has a freshman in their starting lineup. Be curious to see. I think his number was 12. Be curious to see how that works out.
He's on the ball right now. He's playing forward, I believe, striker.
Okay. Gotcha. We'll have to see how he looks over time.
Yep.
Both teams just kind of settling in right now. A lot of talking out there.
Cam Glass on the ball. Gets it away.
Sending it up the wing to Blake Gablehart, coming down on the left-hand side. Lost it off his foot. I think he just looked up here. Norwin with the throw-in. Setting it up. Everyone just kind of finding their places. Adam with the header back out of bounds to Norwin. Second throw-in. Long toss over to Caden Hensler. Caden with the clear. Up to Alex Parise up the left-hand side. Looks like it's heading out of bounds.
They're liking that side so far.
Looking the left side. They're definitely hanging out over there.
Pretty much for the first few minutes, it's all been over on that left side.
So as the game starts, here we go. We have Norwin going back with the ball towards their keeper, back to the keeper.
Taking chase here, and Jevin putting pressure on.
That's
and
great.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Peters' ball on about the 18.
Not too bad.
Number 18 with the ball. Parker Weiss going to throw it in. See what the boys come up with on this early throw-in. Parker with a long throw to the center of the box.
Froelich trying to get to the ball, can't quite get there, and kicked out of bounds by Norwin.
Yeah, little choppy.
Yeah, not super clean.
Little choppy at the beginning of the game. Mm-hmm. Bobby's asking Adam to step up on that ball, not to wait for the defensive play there. He wants
and here comes
pressure.
Gablehart kicking it in. Jevin gets a foot
like
on
first
it.
Corner. Definitely wants push. He definitely wants pressure up top there.
And goal kick. Yeah,
okay.
It looked like it came off Jevin's foot.
Got it.
Couldn't keep it down. Went up over the crossbar.
Got it. Jevin had a heck of a game. I think you're a fan of his. Would that be correct, then?
He did all right. I gave him an extra, bite of dessert the other night.
I appreciate that. Would you call that a natural hat trick since it's the first 3 goals of the game?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's call it a natural hat trick.
A little bit of hockey terms. But, almost had
right.
4th with the header, but really started the game strong and put 3 in early for Jevin, and probably slept pretty well that night with a big smile. I would have to say.
Well, the whole team played really well the other night.
They did. It was really nice to see.
Froelich on the ball. Nice pass to Alex Parise. Over to Parker Weiss. Parker's got it. Oh, nice. Ooh. Almost worked out for him, but kicked away by the defense.
Caden Hensler tapped back to his partner there. Ball's bouncing around in midfield right now. No one with real possession. Parker trying to get the ball out of bounds on Parker there. Waiting for a throw in here. Ball boy's a little bit slow to the uptick here, and we're going to get that ball in play here in just a little bit. 36 minutes left early in the opening frame here.
Yeah, it's good to see Parker back. Got the captain's band on, and seems to be back to full strength here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Ball at midfield here. Everyone's pressuring. Peters really seems to want to pressure. Don't want to sit back and let Norwin dictate. Ball's up right about outside of the box. Gablehart with a potential shot.
Parker with the clean get with the ball. Not exactly a tackle. We were in possession.
Yep. He's real good at that. He seems to get that foot on the ball first. He knows that distance. Really frustrates other players there.
Yeah. Well, if there's one thing that seemed like this team needed was just a little bit of cohesion, a little bit of slowing it down in the midfield, and that's what I think Parker really...
Yeah, he definitely calms it down there for us.
Yeah.
So throw in for Peters Township. Over on the right wing, Jevin Kelly with the ball. In the corner, attacking the net.
Oh.
Norwin potentially with the clear ball onto... Froelich.
Glass.
Glass, yep. Sorry. Cam Glass's foot, left foot there. But
and good opportunity for Peters. If they could keep this kind of pressure up, we might see some good things.
Yeah, he's playing center back, so he was up pretty far, I'd have to say.
Yeah,
Since he was about 10 feet from the goal there.
Yeah, he's kind of playing like a defensive mid, it seems like Cam
Yes.
Glass is, which, you know, of course is great. He's good, he's fast, he's great at that position.
Ball at midfield here. Norwin with the free kick, setting up their play. Peters definitely seems a lot more talkative in this game than any game I've seen this year.
Yeah, true. We're hearing him.
So nice to see. Big kick to
dangerous.
18. And Marcus with the nice save, covering it up, challenging the offense of Norwin there.
Yeah. That looked a little bit soft with the defense there.
Yep.
Not sure.
Big punt out by Marcus there. Over into Jevon's head. Adam with the ball there, fighting for position.
Kicked out by Norwin.
Yep. Throw in on the left-hand side.
Well,
Over to Froelich. Back over to the left wing there.
Jeff
Nice ball.
Lynn.
Almost. The goalie with the nice save there.
Yep. And back out to midfield here.
He's quick.
And headed back to the goaltender,
Yep.
Marcus Biziak.
What number is number 2 there for
Number
Norwin?
2, Caden Hensler.
Yeah, he got a little bit of on Norwin there with some real
for
speed.
Norwin.
Yeah, real speed there.
Yeah.
Attacking that ball.
Oh, yeah. They've got a fast, that freshman.
line.
He's fast. I think he was the one on that ball. Shows you why he made it to the varsity team as a freshman. Over on the left side of the field. Peters in possession. Oh, nice.
Froelich with the shot.
Oh, let's go,
Little
Froelich.
high.
Little bit
Little
over
high.
the crossbar,
nice
but
play.
why not?
Nice play.
Yeah.
Had some space. Decided to take the shot.
No, I think that's one. If you got the shot, you know, you take it. You got to.
Peters has definitely led with the play on the half of Norwin here.
Yep.
Big play potentially for Beebs. Nope, just a little too far from his foot there. Definitely been playing on their side of the field, but doesn't matter till you put one in, right, Van?
That's right. We know that too well.
Yeah. And I would say that Coach Bobby's definitely more fired up for this game than other games that I've seen him so far.
Yeah, this is a big one for him,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
for all of us.
You could tell. And the parents know, the kids know. They understand the stakes of this game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, you certainly want to take the first one against them. You want to take them both, of course, but
Well, these two are definitely going to be in the mix towards the end of the season, right?
correct.
So
Correct.
it's
May
important.
see you 2 or 3 times
Yeah,
in total, right?
Right.
All right. So we have Sandrowski taking the free kick at about the 40. Calling his play, right hand up. Most of the team on the right side of the box. Chips it over. Looks like the goalie's going to get that. Little too far for Peters' heads.
Ball's out quick.
Ball is out
And
quick.
s-
This number 2 is a junior, by the way, Van. Number 12 is the
number 2.
freshman.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that 12 running up the top is the freshman.
Okay, so it was
but
2 on the ball,
But
yeah.
2 is pretty fast,
Yeah.
that junior.
They
That
definitely
ball-
have some speed up there. Norwin Tender holding on to the ball.
Yep, Norwin taking a deep breath here.
Yeah.
The ref doesn't look like he's giving him any time constraints, but should be.
Gablehart trying to reach the ball. And Norwin defender heads it out of
That's
bounds.
it. All right. Definitely the plan of attack here is attack.
Yeah, that's right.
Best defense is a good offense. Looks
Yes.
like we're using that adage today. You know?
And we're doing pretty good at it so far. I'd say we've been in their end of the field about 2/3 of the time at least.
Yeah, we were in the booth together for the Alderdice game, and, you know, I don't think it was an important enough game. We actually got the pro here. We got Steve Evans with us tonight, and they brought the varsity team out for this game instead, huh?
Steve doing a great job tonight.
Always intensely watching the game. Caden with the header over to midfield to no one. Norwin just clears it up. Offense covered by 2 players. Back to midfield.
Hensler's so good at running one direction and kicking it just as far as can be in the other direction. I'm not sure quite how he does that, but.
Oh, the guy almost slipped through.
Yep.
Almost slipped through, but Marcus with the ball. Marcus sending it out. Bounces just short of midfield. One of the Norwin players definitely was the attacking player there. Coach Bobby definitely wants them to attack the ball more. That seems to be the mantra of the game here. Switch of possession over to Norwin for the throw-in.
Yeah, so far it seems to be Peters really attacking on the ball, keeping it down in the Norwin side of the field for the most part, but Norwin's had a couple chances, and you just got to, you know, if you're going to play that game, you got to make sure you don't let them just slide one in.
They've certainly had a lot of chances, but nothing real dangerous yet for Peters. You know, Norwin's had a couple real close plays on those runs.
That's right.
Ball out by Parker.
Being booted back and forth right now.
Yep. Ball over to Jevin Kelly off the chest. Fighting for the ball. Sandrowski on a run down the side. Caden with the clear. That time they did not talk and almost got a little dangerous there, but looks like we're out of it. Parker hopefully calming the ball down, bringing it to midfield over to Alex Parise. Parise with the ball, a little bit of space. Probably going to send it up to Jevin's side here. Beautiful ball to Jevin. If he can hold that inside. We got Gablehart running down the middle with the pass, the shot, and just a bit on the short side high, but definitely a dangerous play by Peters.
Really nice play by
very nice
Peters.
play. Set up by Parise to Jevin Kelly. Off Gablehart's foot there.
Yeah.
Off Gablehart's foot.
That
27
certainly
minutes.
could have been a goal right there,
Yep,
so let's keep that up.
That was a good one. Norwin sending it in short on the left-hand side, playing it up. Sandrowski on his guy.
Nice step.
Jumps over him, steps over him. Got some players switching positions.
Cam Glass
to protect.
fighting. Sandrowski still fighting for the ball. Wow.
Sandrowski, who is the right wing,
He
over
is
midfield.
all over the field, isn't he?
Sends it over to, I'm not sure who that is, but I think that's Blake. Over to Adam. Adam going to probably send it right up midfield to Parise. Throw with the
ball by
call, send it
Parise.
back to-
Nice. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, just chipped it onto the goal.
Just was a little bit too far ahead of Parise. He couldn't quite get there to send it into the net. It was beautiful stuff, though.
Was down in the crowd earlier today, Vince. Saw a lot of homecoming ass down there.
Oh, yeah.
Tis the season. I believe there's 2 weeks left.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get the information from my boys. I don't know, Dad. I don't know.
Yeah. Does Jevin have an apple of his eye? Is anyone he's
no,
potentially
buddy.
asking?
You know, if he does, he doesn't tell me anything.
Okay. Yeah,
Let's just put it that way.
That must be most soccer players. They keep it close to the vest.
I
You know?
guess so.
But, yeah, I saw a couple signs down there, and I heard one perhaps after this game. Won't spoil it for the kid in case it doesn't happen. But yes, I heard a potential varsity player going to ask a lady at the end of this game if they win. If they win. Yep.
Okay, well, let's win it then.
Nice
Come on, Parker.
Maradona by Parker. Parker at about the 20 or 30 rather.
I get the sense Parker wants to take a shot here,
Yep,
but
he's looking to. He's pretty well covered there.
Yeah. Chips it.
Over to Jevin. Jevin with
Very
the
nice,
high
Parker.
chip there. Froelich with the header. Heads all around. Looks like Adam with the header. All the Peters players are up.
That's good stuff by Peters.
Yep, that was.
They're
nice.
knocking on the door for sure. It's a matter of time here.
They're definitely pushing Norwin. Definitely had the better play, but doesn't matter till you put one in.
That's right.
Froelich with the ball. Froelich
still on the ball. Look at that.
Yep. Alex trying to make the play.
Gablehart chasing. And out of bounds.
Norwin definitely on their heels right now. Definitely on their heels.
Well, there's a lot of fight in Peters right now. I mean, these guys are just not giving up on that ball easily for sure.
Parker wants, I think, Sandrowski to throw the ball in. Parker, maybe there's a play coming Adam does have a long throw. Throws it to about the center of the box.
Oh,
And got a corner out of it.
there we go.
All right. So we got a corner. Let's see what they do.
Is this the first set piece?
I believe so. I believe so. Not a big fan of the short corner. I don't know how you feel, Van, about those, but never my favorite play. Hoping that they throw it into the mixer and see what happens.
Yep. I think you got to offer the short corner now and then just to keep them honest, but I'm not a great fan of it myself.
All right. Well, some kid named Smiga's going to take the corner here. Not sure that I've seen him take many corners in his life, but here we go. Adam with the right hand up, throwing it in. Dangerous. That was dangerous. Definitely a good corner there from him. Adam with the ball. Parker get calls with the foul. All right, so we're out on the top of the box on the left-hand side. Norwin's got the ball. Free kick coming out. 23 minutes left in the half. Ball into Cam Glass off his head. Froelich with the ball. Did you get our pizza order, Van?
Yeah, I sure did. That was my younger son taking my pizza order.
Right. Uber Eats or some form of like.
Well, I think we're just going down to the concession stand.
Okay.
And,
I'm a
getting
big
whole
Caliente
pie.
pizza fan.
I think we got that. I think we got
All
that.
right. Well,
no
next,
problem.
We'll see what happens. All
Okay.
right? We'll see what happens. All right. Ball at the midfield here. Free kick. Looks like Sandrowski's going to take that. Looks like Peters is their first sub coming in. I believe that's Brett Martin by height and stature.
I would agree with you.
So we'll see who he's going to be replacing here shortly. Sendra with the kick. Nice ball into it.
Oh.
Yep. Goalie had it.
Keeper was in the right spot.
All the way.
Yep.
Kept the box clean. All right, Norwin made a run trying to keep it as a goal kick, but Marcus got the ball. Brett Martin coming in for Alex Paris. Sometimes announcers call him Parise.
Parise.
Yeah, little en français.
I like it.
I still prefer Beebs for him, but nonetheless, all three of him just came out, and Brett's going in. Brett's been active when he comes into the games.
Absolutely.
Normally gets a pretty early shot every time he's been in there. Had one against Baldwin in about 10 seconds after he got into the game.
Well, let's hope he keeps that up.
I would agree.
No.
I would agree. Ball thrown in.
There's
Over
his
to
first
Martin.
touch.
Yep.
Peters just looks to be fighting a little bit harder for
Oh,
this
that's
ball.
a bad call by the ref. I would disagree with that. Thankfully not in a dangerous area of the field, but nonetheless, I do not agree with that call. But that's hometown announcing.
That is, yeah.
Good home cooking.
Well,
Norwin with the free kick about 10 yards short of the midfield. Bringing all their players up. Their goaltender's sitting at about the 35. So if Parker was able to...
they called Parker for a handball. Is that what they called?
I didn't see what they called, but they called Parker for something. Now, this is a dangerous play.
This is.
I was just going to say, their goalie's at the 35. If Parker saw that, he could have potentially chipped it.
I'm not sure what the call was. If it was a handball,
Yeah.
I disagree with it.
We'll go down to the on-field reporters.
Yes, please.
Okay. We believe it was a handball. Check down with the on-field reporters. Ball kicked into Marcus. Definitely a nice kick by them. Just short-hopped it, but Marcus looked calm and cool there. Picked it up off his toes.
Yeah.
So that's got to feel good for him, a nice touch like that.
Absolutely.
Didn't bobble it. As a goalie, you want to get one of those early. Parker with the nice header back. Over to Brett. Over to Blake.
And Blake's still with the ball.
Yep.
Even though he gets hit hard.
Yeah, I thought he might
Oh,
get
look at
better.
this. That's got to be a corner.
Yep. But Blake with a nice play. Really earned that on his own. Looked like a potential foul early.
He looked like he was just struggling to
kept
stay on
going.
his feet, but ended up with the ball somehow.
Never gave up. Put the play in, got the corner. So we're coming out of the opposite corner this time, the far corner for us. I guess we'd say the left-hand side. See what Peters is cooking up here. We got Brett Martin right against the goalie. Most of the Peters sitting high in the box. Adam Smiga with his right hand up, throwing it in.
Good
right
ball
to the
in.
middle.
Oh, it's loose.
It is loose.
Oh.
Sendra with it, trying to kick it. And now everyone better get back as this kid is quite fast.
There you
Caden got to stop it. Wonderful free ball by Caden. Definitely
Beautiful by
saved.
Hensler.
What did we call there?
Offsides.
All right. So nice play by Caden Hensler to save potentially a real dangerous play
Absolutely.
off the corner.
Oh, here we go.
Here, Blake alone coming up the left-hand side. And another corner. Okay, well,
Right.
we're making it dangerous here, folks. We'd like to see more dangerous, and we'd like to see a goal.
Yes, we
Yep.
would.
Had a
Yes,
couple
we
good
would.
corners, though. Both of them, when you were getting your pizza, the first one was pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Hopped around in the mixer, but nothing yet. So same thing, opposite side, left-hand corner.
I like that ball in
Yeah,
by
we
your
got-
boy last time. Let's see if he can do that
We got
one again.
Breton on the goalie. A little bit shorter this time, looks like. Sitting right up high. Everyone's bouncing for it. Let's see what happens. Ball's just bouncing around in there. All right. A lot of Peters ball. Caden very calmly, as he's getting closed in on by two Norwin players, clears the ball out of there. Looks very calm in the backfield. Cam Glass with the ball up to Brett. Brett over to Froelich. Froelich over to, I believe, Gablehart just from positioning. Coming towards the middle of the field. Over to
Jevin
Jevin.
slips.
Sorry. Yep.
Unfortunate.
And I forgot who he was. I blanked on the number there, Van.
I think he was ready to
Everyone
make a
better
move.
run
And
back.
just as the ball got there, he slipped down.
Nice.
That's okay.
Yep. So Norwin with the first bits of pressure there as far as
Oh, look at this
as
ball.
far as run. That's a beautiful ball.
And the
Chip
center
it.
back
Yep.
for Norwin just kind of misses it altogether, but gets lucky maybe.
Yep.
Was able to get back
Well,
and
that's
get it out.
soccer too, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yep. Norwin with two runs that could have been dangerous. Thankfully, were covered well by our players. Ball back to midfield, over to Adam. Adam to Brett, back and forth, playing a little catch. Brett trying to split three people to no avail. But ball out of bounds. Looks like we're going to get Sawich with the ball here for the throw-in. Did Sendro and Sawich switch sides, it looks like?
I think they must have.
Yeah, it looks like they did. We were not informed of that. We'll have to get down to our team that's watching the game.
And I'm thinking Gablehart and Jevin Kelly just switched sides as
Okay.
well.
All right. Parker with the ball into the corner to himself.
And they're calling
And a
that,
foul called on Parker.
Gotcha.
Parker helping the player up, showing some good sportsmanship. Accepting his fate.
That's right.
Accepting his fate.
That's part of being captain, isn't it?
He gets called captain all day by his buddies. I don't know if you know that or not, but he's routinely referred to as captain at the Smiga house.
Is that
yes,
right?
Yep.
Okay.
He's over at our house a decent amount. Yep.
Okay.
He lost the name Parker.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, ball missed by everybody. And out of bounds for, looks like Peters. Ball over to Sawich. Throw in over the head there. Parker looking for the ball. Up to Brett. Brett calmly bounces it off the Norwin player. First Norwin subs coming in. Or I think so. Yep.
Looks to be.
Yeah. I don't remember them subbing earlier. Do you?
I don't.
"16 minutes left in the first half. Ball at the midfield.
So here's the number 12 freshman, but can't control the ball and
Yeah.
goes back to.
I'd like to confirm he was the freshman that they said was starting because he did not start. I'm going to try and take a look at that in a second.
I'm thinking
here.
he's been out there the whole time, but I could be wrong on that. We'll have to go back and watch our own broadcast here.
That's right.
I only think that because he was pretty much by far, as you would expect with a freshman, the smallest one out
Yep.
there.
You would.
And here he is on the ball.
Little bit of danger here for Peters Township. A little bit of a scramble there. Get the ball out. Nice ball up the side, but defended well by Norwin. But the ball back on the good side of the field. Ball over to Brett. Brett back to Froelich. Over to
Gablehart.
Gablehart making a run there. Getting some field there.
Yeah.
A little bit too much there, I think. Maybe one dribble too many.
Smiga on the ball.
Yep. Ball over to back to
Sandrowski,
Smiga, and
yeah.
then to Froelich. up the left-hand side we're working on right now. Froelich calming it down off the backside of a Norwin player. Header out of bounds. We got Dante Pusateri coming in for Adam Smiga in the midfield. Just under 15 minutes left in the first half.
No, good game so far, but
very good game.
We'd
0-0.
sure like to see a score on our side here.
Yeah, Peter's definitely with the advantages, but Norwin's had a couple real dangerous plays.
So far, our defense has really shut them down. Caden Hensler out there, every time they get a chance, he just seems to be right in their path, doesn't he?
Norwin definitely looks fast, though. They've shown their burst a couple times in this game.
Yeah.
Haven't had a tremendous amount of opportunities to show that burst, but nonetheless. All right, goal kick for Marcus. Marcus giving everyone time to set up here. Number 12 is the freshman confirmed there, yep. Definitely got some wheels. Obviously a kid to watch in the future as well. Making varsity at Norwin as a freshman is definitely saying something.
That
as
is
it would
saying
be
something.
saying it as a freshman at Peters. Ball in the corner here to Jevin. Jevin put it in the center. Nobody home for Peters. Logan with the ball. Over to Parker. Parker coming up the middle. Looking for Brett. Brett with the touch.
Good ball to Brett.
Yep, you could just see that touch coming.
Yep.
Cam. And there he goes.
And out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Peters.
Norwin did not like that call, at least the Norwin fans in the stands, but that was a little far away from us to make the call.
And even from over here, it looked like Norwin did a slide tackle sort of thing and kicked it right out of bounds.
I would agree. I would agree.
And another sub for Norwin. Number 24 in for number 7.
Ball up to, I don't think I even saw Paris come back in, but he's back in. I'm not
He
sure.
is back in,
Did you
yep.
see who he came in for?
I did not.
Yep.
He just sort of snuck himself
Maybe
back
we got
in
12
there.
players on the field. Just kind of walked out there.
Hey, I'm not going to count.
Coach definitely active up in this game, talking right off the initial kick.
Little chip back into the center.
Ball into Brett. Brett with the right idea. I think he thought Froelich was going to break back. Ball went over Froelich's head.
Oh,
Dante
and that was
with
Pusateri on
yeah.
that.
Yep, Dante with a nice slide tackle.
Cam Glass blocking it out, and then turns it, and it goes back for a goal kick.
Yep. All right. Both teams working hard here. Looks like Norwin makes more of runs. Peters was definitely putting the ball up and keeping it up on their side of Norwin's side of the field. But Norwin's made some dangerous runs. I don't know if they're trying to play in more of a defensive posture or not, but that just seems to be how the game's unraveling right now.
It seemed to be, and we seem to be answering them so far.
We should check FanDuel, see where the odds are at this game at this point.
Right,
You know,
right.
Live odds, see where they're hanging.
Yeah, I forgot to check that.
Looking for Marcus there to grab the ball.
Nice.
Jevin with the
Down
ball.
to Jevin's chest.
Yep. Fro and him were in the middle there. Probably need to talk a little more. We had two guys on
a little
that
bit
ball.
more.
You know.
Like they didn't quite know who was going to take it. And now we're back at the midfield kind of kicking it around out of bounds for a Norwin throw.
A little bit of a dull moment in the game here.
Yeah,
You happen the ebbs and flows, right?
that's right.
Ball into Norwin, just on their side of the half. Ball stolen by Jevin. Potential opportunity here. Ball over
And
to Alex
Paris on the ball if he can get a shot.
He kind of telegraphed that shot a little bit. Love my Beebs, but I feel like he kind of telegraphed it out there for them to block that.
But it's right back in.
Yep.
Let's see. No.
He asked for Brett to throw it. Brett did. Almost another play there. I'd like to see Alex just take that shot a little quicker.
Oh, you know he can. You know he can. He'd like it back for sure.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
But he came up with a couple nice goals the other night, didn't he? He
did.
finally broke the ice on that one.
Yep, he was in a little
You
bit.
could tell he was wanting it.
Yeah. Sometimes, that goal looks real tiny. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Ball back to Froelich in the middle. Froelich over to Parker. Parker, well defended. Gives a little bit of a dive. Doesn't get the call. Ball on Brett Martin's foot. Brett working it.
And they call it out of bounds. He was doing some nice footwork. But
He was trying. We got Brandon Apple coming in the game.
Oh, nice. Braden Apple's been looking real good so far this season.
Yep.
He's been playing both the JV and the varsity, and
all those JV guys will be fresh tonight because it was such a short game.
that's right.
Not even sure how many minutes they all got.
It was 30, I believe. Well, how many they all got, I don't know. It was only 30 minutes total.
So big difference there with the legs, right?
That's right.
Parker fighting the ball.
Still fighting.
Caden doing what he's told to do, and that is get the ball the heck out of there.
That's right.
Last man of defense.
That is right.
Yeah.
And he is the man for it.
Don't feel it's always his job to put on a Peters Township foot, just far away into danger.
Yeah,
like
I think so.
Foot, but sometimes it's see ball, get rid of it.
That's right.
Be confident, get rid of it. Ball over to Braden Apple there. Getting a call, smaller player.
Okay.
Went down, got the call. So we're sitting on the left side of the box, right about a yard inside from out of bounds, at about the 15-yard line. I think Coach has made the call for Brandon Apple. Parker wanted that ball, but
Coach made it very clear that he wanted Parker off the ball.
We heard that up here. We didn't need our scout team. Braden with the ball, throwing it in.
Good ball in.
Yep. Ball still in play.
Froelich coming down with it.
Yep. Ball in the right or in the left side, out of bounds on Norwin. We're trying to maintain the pressure. 7.5 minutes left. Logan Sawich with the throw in. Peters setting up their play. Ball over to Parker Weiss's head. Back over to Logan. Logan throws it into the center.
Oh, here we go.
Ball on Froelich's foot. Right at about the center. Sandrowski takes the shot. Well defended by Norwin. Ball's bouncing around right above the top of the box there. Over to Braden Apple. Out of bounds. Norwin gets the call.
If you're a Norwin fan right now, I would think under a lot of stress.
Yeah, but you got to be feeling good. It's 0-0.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
The ball coming up the left-hand side. He's running free.
Just a little too much on that one. Let's see if he can
waiting to
come
see.
up with it.
That's
He
impressive.
keeps it in.
That's
That is
impressive.
some
Kept it
speed
in.
on that
I
number
think
7 there.
Peters thought the ball was going out. First sustained pressure by Norwin sitting here right now. Ball sent safely out there by Dante Pucci. And ball back to the goalkeeper as Norwin's going to reset their offense.
Oh, good pressure by Alex.
Alex definitely working hard.
He ran the whole length of the field and across the field,
He definitely earned that.
Norwin's starting to look a little more cohesive there. What a save.
Yep, very nice save.
Marcus really had to stretch out for that one. And
so that ball was shot at about the 20. Marcus was sitting in goal there. Took a shot, had to make a real save, had to make a diving save there for that.
Well, I think that was the first time that I've seen Norwin really put together a series of passes.
In the past 5 minutes, they've definitely put some pressure on Peters. There's been some sustained pressure, a couple errors here. And we look like we're on our heels for a little bit here,
Well,
you get these ebbs and flows.
Ebbs and flows, baby. Definitely going to happen.
Someone's getting ready to come in. I can't tell who that is out there. Can you see who's?
I can't see in this light.
Got it. Brandon App with the ball over to Priest. Priest sitting in midfield. Brett's going in. I can't tell who that is
Is
coming in.
Gablehart coming back on? Or
Yes.
who's- Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Okay.
So Gablehart coming in.
And we see that Hensler is got a little bit of a limp to his walk right now. So
Ball on Froelic's foot, sitting at the top of the box, sends it over to Parise. Parise, well defended by 3 or 4 players. Ball back over to Parker. Parker with a lot of Norwin players on him, sitting at the top of the box.
Pusateri with the shot in. Just
And
goes
just
to the
wide.
left side.
That's why.
Not too bad, though.
Yep. 4 minutes left in the first half.
And let's see. Caden Hensler, he looks like he's walking it off.
Yep. I'm not sure if we have a positional switch, though. We do have Logan in the middle. It looks like a little bit more. I'm not sure if that's just by happenstance there for a second. Ball back up to Alex Parise. Alex working down the left-hand side, passes it back to Bappel. Bappel throws it off the face of Alex and back on his foot. Alex says, "Thank you very much." Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And call made for
Yep.
Norwin.
So sitting at the right-hand side near the top of the box, Sandrowski with the foul. Norwin did make a nice move to get around him. Certainly a dangerous free kick here. Peters is definitely going to have to pay attention.
We're in the
Norwin coaches trying to give positional demands to their players. Everybody aligning.
There's a big kick here down in the final 3 minutes of the half. Don't want it to change the tide of the game here.
Not sure if he's what he's waiting for. The ref's got the arm pointed there.
A lot of shouting going on down
Yep.
there.
Ball is in.
And
Punch out by
punched out.
Marcus. Marcus, the ball is stolen out.
Oh.
It's a heck of a shot there by Norwin, just wide of the far post.
Some
Certainly
really
a dangerous
threatening
free kick.
stuff
Yep.
by Norwin there.
Yep. Yep. Very nice shot there. Thankfully, a little bit wide. Peters definitely looks a little stunned right this second. Got to get their swagger back here with 2 minutes left in the first half. But nice punch out by Marcus for the initial save. Ball just jumped around in the mixer, and
That's right.
someone put a foot on it, bouncing around. The volley almost went in. Up the left-hand side.
Ball kind of being kicked around
Yep.
right now.
Everyone looks
Pusateri on the ball. And up the side by Norwin
Yep.
and out of bounds.
Yeah. So Norwin's trying to work the right side of the field up high. I feel like they think they got a speed advantage there.
I think
Sandro's
so.
a heck of a player over there, but we may have to pay attention to that kid that's going up against him, as he did sneak by him. But
Yep.
Sandro doesn't get beat too often.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's soccer.
Yeah.
They're playing too,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
They're playing too. So minute and 20 left in the first half. Ball
Big
coming up
kick
the
out by
left-hand
the
side.
Goalkeeper. And he can't keep it in bounds.
Out of bounds. Cam Glass with the ball, slowing it down.
Sawich coming over to take
Yep.
the throw.
Gonna get Sawich on the ball here. Peters seems content to get out of this half right now. Like to see maybe one more pressure on the offense, but right now everyone, Peters and Norwin, just kind of standing out there.
You get the sense that maybe they'd be okay going in
Yeah, a little.
just 0-0, huh?
Yeah. Up. Stolen at the midfield there. Norwin definitely starting to come alive.
Here's some
Got to be careful there. Speed coming down the corner. Cam with a nice defensive play. Sends it out. Norwin's got the ball at the 40 here. You can hear the Peters bench getting a little anxious. Caden's got to clear it out. Alex Priest with 3 Norwin players on him, trying to get the ball settled, trying to get it through.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, and we're at half. 0-0 then.
very exciting end of the half, huh?
Talk to you in a minute.
I'll talk to you in a minute.
All right, well, we're back starting the second half here. Norwin's going to get the ball first. Players are lined up. We'll have to take a quick look out there, but I believe he's starting the same starting lineup as the beginning of the game.
Looks to be.
Yep. So waiting for the ref to give the whistle. There it is. Norwin with the kick. And they're going to send it up the right side to the single player. Caden Hensler with the kick off of the Norwin player. Ball high in the air off of Adam's chest.
And dragged down. I got to think that's going for
Neither
Peters.
player knows which way. I do
They
not
called
agree with
that for Norwin. I don't agree with that at all. I saw the Norwin player holding on to Smiga as they went down. And Marcus comes up with the ball.
Yep. All right. Well, I don't really like that that call on that one, since that was my son too, so I'm super biased on that call.
Absolutely.
But
Well,
nonetheless,
you have to be.
Yeah. See, you look like you got tackled. That does get him fired up, though.
It does.
So Norwin definitely coming up with more added pressure in this half. Early on. We're going to try and find out some information for perhaps an injured player, get maybe a report from someone working on grabbing those details. We'll get back to you on that. Froelich with the ball, trying to calm it down, sending it up the side there to Blake
That's a
Gablehart.
good
Blake in a
ball
run.
for Gablehart, who is so fast. He can get to that ball no problem. Oh, but okay, so that was kicked out by Norwin. It's
Looks
a Peters
like
Township throw.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I saw that either, but we'll take that one.
I did not, but they called it for Peter, so we're taking it.
Blake seemed like he knew that was going to happen. Sendrowski coming from about 50 yards away for that throw-in. So we're going to throw it down to some on-the-street interviews here.
Hey, look
And,
who's here.
We're in into one of the assistant coach here, Brad Hensler's in the audience.
What's up, Brad?
What's up, gentlemen?
How's it going there?
You don't want to hear from me.
Oh,
I'm enjoying this contest, that's for sure.
we absolutely want to hear from you. So tell me, what do you make of number 2? What's been going on out there?
I don't know. He's tough. He'll work through it. Whatever.
Has he been nursing something? Has he got a little bit of a hamstring pull, or unknown?
Unknown. Whatever
Okay.
it is, it's just from tonight.
We had some spotters out there who noticed he had a little bit of a limp, and we're just checking in on him, want to make sure he's doing okay. Seems to be running well in the second half, maybe stretched it out.
Yes, he should be fine. He'll work through it.
Yeah.
He's been absolutely a beast out there. He has not been letting these guys get past him, so it's not surprising that he's getting a little bit beat up. So he looks like he's doing fine, though.
What's going on in the stands, Brad? What's the feeling over there? Is it tense? How are you guys feeling over there? How's Kathy?
She's great. She's missing your parents.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, my parents would never come in a rain delay. All right, Adam gets the call back. Give one, take one here. We got Sendrowski on the ball, sitting at about the 45. See what the play is. Most of the Peters Township on the opposite side of the box.
Be nice to see if we can get one here after carrying the play for much of the first half.
Yeah, what was your I thought we had the ball in their zone most of the first half, but towards the end there, looked like Norwin was making some runs in the last 10 minutes.
Yes, unfortunately, just nothing to show for it for us. So hopefully we can get something
Caden with
here.
the ball.
Good ball in.
Chip into the box. Ball on. And we got the corner. Nice block by the defenseman. Goalie's fired up. Defenseman's fired up, but still winds up in a corner.
That's right. Yeah, no, it's another set piece for us, so let's see if we can make something of it this time. That was a beautiful potential goal by Gablehart, but it just hit somebody and went over the crossbar.
Ball in from
in the box.
Smeek. From into the middle there. Goalie just punched a player, Froelich, right in the face. Adam with the chip. Header.
Again.
Yeah, he got punched right in the face. Oh, the goalie. Goalie got hurt on that. Ball bouncing around. That was definitely some of Peters Township's biggest opportunity there. Goalie came out, punched
That
the
should
ball.
be a free kick right there. No call.
Peters Township bench not happy with that.
I think they have a reason to be a bit perturbed there.
Yeah. Brad, you're in charge of the concession stand ordering as well? Would that be a correct statement?
Yes, it seems that the chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A are a pretty big hit this year.
I mean, they're always a big hit no matter where you go with Chick-fil-A.
Rip
Adam
it.
with the ball. In the box, you got it.
No.
No call on it.
How do you not call that inside the box? That's insane. Yep. Peters working for a call there. I really thought that was going to be a PK. Certainly looked like it was. Game's going to
Park.
just get
Out of way,
chipped here.
Parker.
Yep.
Is that coming? He's
We'll
reaching
have
for
to
his
see.
pocket, I think.
Yep.
I think he's reaching for his
He's
pocket.
giving him a yellow card. And our coaches are not going to like that.
That's controversial. I mean, Parker got every bit of that ball, didn't he? I mean,
Yeah, he did, and I think that Peters was a little bit upset about the non-call there in the box. That's a big loss though. Parker going out. We got Matthew Pollock in the game. We'll see what the setup is now as they put Matt in the game. I don't know if they moved. It looks like they moved Cam Glass up to midfield.
What'd they call? What was the call there? Okay.
All right. So yeah, talking about the concession stands. You got the Chick-fil-A sandwiches, the big seller. What would you say is number 2?
Gosh, pretzels.
Yeah, I would go with pretzels.
I'd go there.
I would go with pretzels. Any specific color Gatorade? Brad, no, it's to you, Brad. You're a concession stand man.
Yeah, I don't pay that close of attention to the types of Gatorades.
Really? All right.
No.
All right.
I say I always go with the cool blue if you got it, but that's just me. I don't really understand the whole pretzel thing, to tell you the truth, but, that's just me again.
I'm a mustard fan with my pretzel, I got to tell you.
You got to have mustard if you're doing a pretzel.
But not yellow mustard, spicy mustard. It's a Jewish thing.
Ball bouncing around out here, and Norwin coming into a dangerous position, but looks like Sandrowski, I believe.
That's Matt Pollock.
Is that Pollock over there? Oh, and Sawich now on the throw-in.
Peter's team definitely getting fired up after the non-call in the box and Parker going off with the yellow card. So definitely getting a little chippy out there. We got the ball up the right-hand side. Looks like being held. Froelich going down there. Ball bouncing around in midfield. Defended by 3 Peters Township defensemen. And we're getting Norwin with the call. Free kick on the other side of the midfield.
Tell you what, Tony Romo has nothing on you in your color commentary.
I stink at golf, though. I just stink at it. And I'm pretty sure he gets paid more than we do.
Yes. And I was referencing football.
At the midfield here, we got the free kick coming in. Bodies on the ground. Ball over to Froelich. Froelich sending it up to the midfield here. Everybody running. Looks like Sandrowski trying to chip it. Bounced a little high. Trying to settle the ball down is Blake. Blake with 4 players on him right now. Got to get it off his foot. Ooh. And
Yes!
we'll see if
And
that
that's a
counts.
goal.
We do. We got a goal.
It's a goal. We do have a goal. Is that
Timeout.
Alex Parise?
He gave the X. I don't know.
Finished that ball. I think it was Paris.
Was that Alex Parise with the goal?
I believe it was Paris. It was Gablehart fighting all the way through, kind of took the goaltender, almost out of the play. And then Paris was right there to scoop it up and right into the net. Beautiful stuff. So that's a big relief for Peters
That
here.
really is 1-0, and they really worked for that goal. They really did.
Oh,
So
Gablehart really fought
Yep.
through that, and then just, the goaltender did everything he could, but sometimes it's not enough, right?
that is it. Beebs with cleaning it up. You would have thought Blake needed to get rid of the ball a little sooner, but he made it. He made a.
That was well earned. That was well earned, that goal.
Absolutely.
So back now, we got 1-0 with 32 minutes left. Peters has definitely got a little bit bigger bounce in their step right now. Ball over to Hensler, bouncing it off his head. And they give it right back. They give it right back.
Norwin answers.
And Norwin answers.
And unfortunately, it was just
1-1.
one of those awkward bouncing balls that was hard to figure out how to deal with.
Seemed innocent at the time. Ball bounced over Caden's head and over to Marcus. That's not going to make this booth too happy. We got some moaning and groaning here, but we'll get it back. Peters is ready to roll. Norwin is fired up. Peters heads down a little bit. Walking around the field. We got to get this ball going. Ball up the side to nobody.
There's
to nobody.
that play again.
Yep, out of bounds. Always talk about that first play at the beginning of a half there. You ever seen anyone make a play off that, Brad? Off the kick?
Which one are you talking about? Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. When you're starting the game and it's at center, and they kick it back and they run it up the side. You ever seen a goal come off that? We always see them kick it out of bounds, that initial play.
Not at this level. Maybe at the younger kids.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ball's with Caden on the foot here, sitting just on our side of midfield. Peters on the opposite side of the box. Caden sending it in, up the middle, over to Froelic's head, and a goal kick ensues.
Not too shabby there. That was a beautiful ball in, and Froelich had a nice head on it. Just didn't quite get the angle on the goal.
Henslers travel well to games. How many people do we have in the stands for the Henslers tonight, Brad?
We only have one child here. We have one in, other one's in college, and the other one's at home.
Everything going well in college for Miss Maddie?
Yes, she's enjoying Nashville.
Hopefully she's going to class.
I sure hope so.
A bunch of music, too, I would imagine, down in Nashville, huh? That's
We're
great.
rooting
Fan of the country.
Yeah.
Country
There you
and
go,
Western.
which you are, I believe, aren't
Yes, both country and western.
you? And West.
Ball up midfield over to Gablehart again. Gablehart with 3 defenders on him. He's trying to run by everybody. And this time they were wise to that. Blocked him off. Back to the goalie. Brad, we appreciate you coming over.
Hey,
I know
Brad,
you're a little
before you
flustered
go,
right now.
one honest question for you. What is the difference between country and Western? Do we know?
That's a good question.
I mean, I know,
Obviously, that was a reference to a movie, correct?
Blues Brothers, buddy. Was it?
No.
We've got both country and Western.
I do remember. I've heard that.
I believe it's Blues Brothers.
Ball sitting out midfield here. Not sure. No call. You got to make a call. You got to make a call one way or the other on that play. Adam with the ball, sending it over to
Jevin Kelly.
to Jevin. Jevin coming up the middle. Going to take that shot.
Jevin wanted to take that all the way
Yep.
himself, but there was just one too many defenders there.
Yep. So, ball back on Jevin's foot. Sends it over to Froelich. Just missed it. Over to Gablehart. Gablehart with the ball.
Let's go.
A little bit of standing around there.
Whoops, that's it. Good body.
Ball with Froelich.
That's a foul.
Yep. Little trip there. Well, we'd like to thank you for coming over, Brad. Will you join us again sometime?
Absolutely. I find myself watching this, though, too much. Not adding any color.
You're adding lots of color. Just having
Plenty
you
of
here,
color, buddy.
Just having you here, man.
Thanks, Brad.
So, we got a free kick coming up. Why don't you stay for this? It's your son's going to take it here on about the 40. Coaches are giving him the play. See how many hands,
See if you
Kate.
can find a head.
See how many hands. No hands on this one. He rolls it. Not sure if that was the play or not, but back to Cam Glass's foot. Cam over to Adam. Adam decided to let it go through his feet, and now we got an all-out sprint up the side here.
Out of bounds for Peters' throw in.
All right, we got
Dante.
Dante's in for Matthew Pollock here.
Get
Wonder
it.
how much time is left for Parker's yellow there. Did you happen to catch that? He should be fine right now. So Parker might be good to come in very soon. Ball's up the side here. Peters pressuring. Alex Priest with the ball on the out-of-bounds marker here, waiting for some teammates. Going to let Logan take it for the throw-in. Got to hope Peters could fight through that little tough switch there to the from the 1-0 excitement to the 1-1 here. Get one more in. Make a game of ball into Jevin in the box. Back to Logan. Ball chipping around over to Cam. Ball coming over to the side here on the right-hand side. Making a run. Caden's a nice stop by Caden. That's got to be offsides. They didn't call it because we have the ball. Over to Blake Gablehart. Norwin back with the ball. Chips it over Gablehart's head and out of bounds. Out of bounds. Got to hopefully get a little run here going. We got 28 minutes left in the game. Ball over to Sendrowski here for the throw-in. Hanging out with the coaches of Norwin, trying to get some information for them and asking them to get the heck out of the way. Ball thrown in. He's looking for Froelich's head. Froelich throws it over to Gablehart. Gablehart's going to chip it back to Froelich. Froelich almost in the box. Sendro with the header at about midfield. Here's some talk in there.
That's us.
Ball back to Gablehart.
Get there, Alex.
Alex going for the ball there.
Oh,
There
good
it
stuff.
is.
Here we go. Nice.
And
Nice
Logan
shot by
Robley.
Paris. It's still in.
It's a corner. That is a corner. Okay, so we got a corner kick coming here on the left-hand side. Coach is making the call as to what he wants on this play. Adam with the ball in the corner. We got Priest on the short side, most of the team on the deep side. Adam with the right hand up, ball coming into play, sends it in right to the head of a Norwin player on the short side, back to Adam's foot. Cam Glass taking the ball off the head of a Norwin player. We're going to have a sub in. Brett Martin coming in, I think, first time this half, Ben?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Coming in for Paris, just like the first half. Yeah.
Yep. Needs a little bit of a breather anyways. 26 minutes left in the game so far here. 1-1. You kind of expected this. You kind of expected a tight game.
Oh,
for
it's
these
a
two.
good one. It's a
Yep.
good one.
Pretty good soccer being played. Soccer's, one little thing, and next thing you know, it's in the net, right?
That's right.
So, have
Well,
any
the
updates
next
on the
goal
NFL
is gonna
score?
be huge.
Anyone got any updates on our screens on the NFL
Oh,
score?
I do not.
No, nothing. Out-of-town scoreboard for any other soccer games. In the box here, Norwin chipping it around. Ball over to Sendro's foot. Sendro sending it back into the box.
Oh,
Looks like a Norwood player got that.
nice step by
Sendrowski with the
Sendro.
step. Not sure who that's on. Yep. All right. Norwin throwing deep in their own zone up the right-hand side. Flick over the head there. Sawich with the block. Back to Peters.
So, yeah, the next score is going to be huge here,
Yep. I would have to agree. Not much moving in the stands. They're not walking around, going to the bathroom, using that concession stand. They're locked in the game here,
That's
folks.
right. As they should be.
Yep. Had a little bit of
with the ball down the side here. Doing some fancy footwork. Let's see if he can get one in. Passes it off to Gablehart. Gablehart splits a couple defenders and still with the ball. And just isn't quite able to get the
little bit of a
ball centered.
Yep, free kick coming up there, or goal kick coming up there. Ball back into the center there to Froelich's foot. Fans want Nate to get it off his foot to the next Peters player, make a move. Cam Glass kind of chipped it, just lost track of it, I think. Norwin with the throw-in.
Get the sense that Peters just needs to calm it down a little bit and start finding feet, huh?
Yep, I think so. Not enough talking out there after that quick goal back. I think they got stunned. I'm not sure what's happening, but a timeout. Called a handball. Okay, we got a free kick coming up here. Certainly the play that could help Peters get back into it. What is your sense on this, Brad?
Sure would be nice, right? Yeah. Timely right here.
You could feel the tension, folks. If you saw the TV camera up here, there's a lot of tension on the faces of the reporters. Everyone's a little bit stressed. We got Gablehart with the ball. We got the whole entire team on the opposite side. He's chipping it deep, looking for a foot. That's going to be a corner, I believe.
Yeah.
Should be a corner. They're giving a goal kick, and nobody from Peters is complaining. Nobody seemed to be complaining about that. Looks like we're getting a substitution. Not sure what the stoppage was for, but we got a substitution here for Norwin. Goalie with the ball, laying it short to his defenseman. Back to the goalie. Brett pressuring. Norwin seems very comfortable in their own box. Turned it over. Peters got the ball up the right-hand side for the throw-in. Logan Sawich with the throw-in over there. Right by Peters' bench, maybe getting some coaching as he goes. All right. Another free kick coming. Froelich earning that one. Looks like Pusateri going to be on the ball. Have to see what they come up with this one. Norwin coach imploring his people to start waking up.
Coaches on both benches. Very excited in this one.
And they know what's at stake. Both teams know that this could matter towards the end of the year. Coaches want Blake to get out of the box. Pusateri throws it into the header. Goalie confidently takes it out. Almost runs out of the box. Had about a half yard left. And
That's
realized it
right.
quick.
I think he just finally realized where he was.
Yep. Caden with the nice
with the
stop
ball.
there over to Pusateri. Pusateri with the play up the side there. I'm starting to wonder if you think he's leaving Parker out. Brett's over the top
Oh,
there.
there's a definite push in the back
And
there.
that should be a yellow. Yep, he's going to get a yellow for that. No, not in the box, but a yellow card.
Must have just
Yep.
been right outside the box, but it was a definite push right in the back.
Yep, Brett turned on the Jets. He got pushed from behind. Definitely card worthy. That's a blatant penalty there. So let's see what we could do. We're on the outside of the box on the right-hand side at about the 15. Who's the ball? Who's kicking it, guys? Anyone know? Is that Pusateri again?
It looks like Dante.
Yeah, Adam's up the top of the key.
Yeah,
Yep.
number 13, yep.
Somebody explain the rules to the ref.
Refs are listening to the coaches. He's telling them Norwin's made a couple substitutions. They're not allowed on a yellow card. Bob's talking to the referees, trying to get an explanation as to why they were allowed to substitute. Bobby imploring the ref that he's not allowed to sub, that Norwin is not allowed to do an extra sub on a yellow card. Not sure if he's going to win this battle. I would assume he is correct. Two refs are over there with him.
So.
Everyone's just staring at each other. All the players are hanging out, getting to know each other. So,
They're taking their time getting
Yep.
back going, huh?
a little bit of controversy here.
And they're telling the Norwin coach something.
Yep, looks like they're trying to sort this out. They might be pulling a player back on the field. We're waiting to find this out. Yep, they are bringing him back on. They are listening to Coach Dyer. Yep, they did. In 24, I'm not going to say he's a very he looks a little slighter of frame. He might have wanted to put a little bulkier player in there for this. And so they're putting him back in the game. 14's coming off. Yep. All the coaches getting feisty. They know what's at stake. So Dante over the ball, waiting for the refs to blow it in. They blow it in. Dante with the free kick going low, back on his foot. Dante again with the low
Left
ball.
footer, and
and it's underneath the goalie. Yep.
not
underneath
too
the
bad
goalie.
by Dante Pusateri to get that ball back in there on his left foot.
We had two low kicks off of free kicks in this half, guys. Any thoughts on that?
You wonder if it was designed that way. I'm assuming that one was.
Brad
They
likes
had plenty of time to think about that one, so I'm assuming that was the play.
You would assume so. Yeah, you would assume so. But interesting that they're going low on a couple of their free kicks in this half. I think that's the first time all year I've seen that. Sawwich with a misfire, but winds up on the head of Froelich. I was going to say earlier, I'm wondering if they're keeping Parker out of the game in fear of another yellow and that dreaded red card. You know, and maybe waiting till, if nothing else, overtime.
Yeah, I think they called a
Yeah.
push. Now they didn't
So free
play
kick
advantage.
here. Sendro on the 40. Peters team up, sitting at the top of the box. Everybody getting feisty. Love this type of soccer. Oh, I'm going back post, header to Froelich. Going header to Froelich.
Not a bad call. Header to Martin.
Martin with the foot, ball back, chipping it back in.
Martin again. Keeper finally comes
Yep.
up with it.
Keeper with the punch again, not afraid. He's definitely not shy with the punch. He knows that they're going to give the keeper a little bit of liberty on that. And that's the second time he's caught a Peters Township kid in the head.
That's right.
So here we are, 20 minutes. 20 minutes left in the game. Both teams working hard. Norwin keeping the ball in play just for a second. Peters getting the ball back. Fans are up. All the Norwin players are up on the bench. Adam getting kicked in the cojones. Froelich with the slide. Very, very, very similar play from earlier, but that one worked out for us. 100% agree that it should be our ball, but it is in the midfield, so if they're going to make a mistake, this is a less dangerous play for it to happen. Let's get that on the mic here. What's your sense there, Brett? So Froelich with the slide, ball wound up out of bounds. Our on-field reporter's thoughts are this.
The law of physics would say that Norwin players going to the sideline, the ball goes to the sideline. It should have been off of him.
And we're welcoming Brad to the for the TV booth for the first time this season. Ball coming in and coming up the field.
Good punch out by Hensler.
Good, Adam.
Adam sent it up the side, out of bounds on Norwin. Everybody working hard.
Both teams have been pretty short on the bench this year.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Both teams are shortening the benches. There's no question. They know the stakes here. I also think that Coach Dyer was using a lot of people in Baldwin, knew what was coming after this game as well, but at the same time, definitely got some playing time for everybody.
A little bit too much of a body check
With
there.
that said, we're going to have some players coming in. Looks like Parker Weiss is coming back in the game, and we got one other player coming in the game with him. We'll have to see who that is there. That looks like Bappel. We got Bappel and Parker coming into the game at the next opportunity. Free kick for Norwin. Sends it down to the middle. Sawich with the header, sending it all the way up to midfield. Jevin with the ball. Going out of bounds here.
So here come the subs for
So
Peters.
Parker's coming in for Froelich and Jevin, and I believe that might. Yep, no, that's Brandon Apple, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, you
Is it
might be
Paris
right.
just coming back on? It must
it's
be.
Paris, my bad. We got Paris coming in for Jevin. So Fro getting a little breather here with 17 minutes left in the game here. Well, in the second half.
Hopefully it's a short break.
A short break?
Yes. So hopefully it's only a short break for him.
We can only hope. That's right. We got to get Froelich back in the game here. Parker with the ball, sending it up the sideline. It is staying in. Norwin guys trying to block off Blake. Blake with the
It's a corner.
and we do get the
Blake
corner.
draws the
Wonderful
corner.
play by Gablehart. The whole time down the field, the Norwin player was trying to block it. Gablehart really worked for that. Yep, a lot of gamesmanship, I
Absolutely.
would have to say, Brad. So another corner. When's our corner going in here, gentlemen? Is this the one?
I think this might be the one
We got
here.
Beebe sitting short. Most of the players on the ball deep. Once again, another low kick.
Oh.
That must have been the halftime talk to play it low, because you don't see Peters running them low very often typically. Ball back in. Here comes a goalie. Goalie coming in hard. Definitely, once again, owning his box. Showing people that is his domain, but got a ball for Peters, far side.
Sendro with the throw here. See if he can get something in the box and get something in the back of this net here.
Get it, Adam.
And we'll take that.
Absolutely.
We'll take that in the offensive zone here. Deep. You'd like to get the call, but not a dangerous foul for Peters there, says the father. Defending his son, Coach Bobby. And for the 10 people out there watching this feed currently.
You think it's double digits?
It gets up to like 50 in a couple days. Yeah, I mean, don't hurt our feelings. We're just learning how to, do this here. Ball back to the Norwin goaltender. Runs it short. Brett.
And Froelich coming back on, yeah?
Okay, so we're making some positional changes. We got Froelich in, back. He took a breather. So he's changing positional format. I don't know, are you guys smart enough in soccer to pick up what he just did there, the formational changes?
You're asking the wrong guy that.
Oh, I'm not. Okay. Okay. So our brilliant markers here have noticed that Cam Glass is marking the freshman who scored the goal. So we have a person on him at all times. And Marcus, get back.
Yeah, it was a dangerous ball.
Yeah.
Great job by Sendro to head that out of bounds.
So we got a corner kick coming up from Norwin. 14 minutes left. Another substitutional change coming in for Peters after this corner.
Yeah.
That does look like Apple. Corner kick for Norwin. Is this their second of the game, Ben?
I believe it is their second.
Number
They
two.
only had 2 so far.
Yeah,
huh?
Norwin calling the play. Number 2 bringing it in. Sending it out. Yep. And looks like Cam sending the ball just out or out, right? But here we go. Here we go. Norwin throwing it back in.
Norwin playing fast. They feel like they've got a little bit of
Well,
energy going here, so I
Yep.
think they want to keep it going.
Yep, Norwin's definitely got the better of the play for the last about 5 minutes or so.
But that kills it right there. They just
So we got
Threw it
Bappel
in, kicked it
for,
right out.
Gable Hart. Yep. Bappel in for Gable Hart. Does Caden have a nickname?
Not that I'm aware of.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah. I've heard lots of great nicknames, but I've not heard if Caden has one. We'll have to find out.
Oh, get there.
Beebs with the ball, a little bit too much.
and goaltender has to put a foot on it.
Goaltender, he's a very good aggressive goaltender. He really is.
Thank you.
All right.
A little help from the Peters coaches there.
That's right.
Correct.
Fans are getting rowdy.
Deservedly so.
All right, so Peters with the ball. Sandrowski going to kick it on our side of the, or on their side of the half.
Good
Ball
ball in
into
by
the mixer.
Sendro, but a lot of white jerseys around to get it right back out.
Cannon only man back right now. We got a Norwin player breaking. Hopefully Peters was telling him he was coming in hot. Number 12 is he does have speed. We saw that earlier in the first half, did we not, Ben?
We sure did.
Yes. Wait.
I do not like that call. He kicked the ball. That's a bad call, and this is dangerous for us. We're sitting at about the 30 out.
Norwin's
Caden got all-
just moving. They're
Yep.
not giving anybody
Nope.
any time to set up here.
So what we saw there, Caden Hensler with the kick, hit all ball. Ref decided to call him for a foul. I do think that was a pretty poor decision for the ref. We'll give him a D- for that grade. That may affect his play for next game. He may have to go to an AR. We'll have to see. Parker with the ball, flicks it back
Here
to
we go.
Bappel. Bappel setting it, or
Stay on him. Stay on him.
back to the goaltender. That is.
Good.
We got the ball over to, looks like Brett just
idea,
slipped.
good idea.
Yep, right ideas. We got some people stretching out. Parker stretching out his Achilles, maybe. Brett coming up.
Some cramps on both sides.
What kind of cramps?
Lower body.
Got it. Thank you for that correction. Cam blocking the play there.
Nice step, nice ball by Cam. Get it up to Bappel. Bappel's fighting it for it back. And Norwin just keeps finding that ball.
Get there.
Just a little bit hard. I think he thought he was going to make a run. No run having. All right. 10.5 minutes left. Norwin with the ball. Right side on the 35. Both benches are up now. Entire benches are up watching this game. Flick back from Froelich to Parker Weiss. Parker trying to go for Beebs. Bappel running for the ball.
Why do we let him out?
Nobody over there. A lot of space for Norwin. But Fast kid there.
Nice.
That is absolutely off of Norwin.
They didn't give it to him, but it was a great play by Caden to get over there and just kick it out.
Yep, that was
because it was getting to be dangerous right there.
That was absolutely off of Norwin. Not sure the refs are not having a real good half here.
No, the refs I'd say are, well, like you say, they're getting a sort of D grade.
Yeah, they're not having a great half here. Got a couple subs now coming in for Peters. We got 3 subs coming into the game. Norwin coach imploring his players to fire themselves up. He could sense that they have a little bit of the advantage right now. And maybe Coach Dyer does as well. And therefore make it a couple quick subs to see if he can change the
That is how the feel of the game is right now for the last, more than 5 minutes, I'd say. It's been kind of Norwin's. Whoa.
Parker clearing the ball. Brett Martin with some wheels here if he can get past this player.
Oh, that's off of him. That's off of him.
Absolutely. Ref is giving it to him. The center ref is giving it to him.
Okay.
We got lots of players. So I heard Bappel, Parise, and
okay, Kelly's coming back on. I recognize that one.
moving positions again. The positional change didn't seem to work, though. I will say that seemed to be where we lost momentum. I'm not sure what the idea was. Ultimately, didn't turn in anything real bad. But coach is making a significant change. Who was the third person on? Did you guys catch that?
We had Kevin came in, as well as was Fro already in?
Fro was already in.
Maybe it was Sawwich came back on. Was he already on?
All right, ball coming up the side for number 12. 12 running it deep.
So 12, the freshman.
Saving, yep.
Was he the one who scored the first goal?
He is, yep. The freshman, he's definitely dangerous.
Okay.
Yep. We were saying earlier, if you got a freshman on a varsity Norwin team, you got to pay attention to that. That's something
right.
special. All right, ball into Parker. Parker with the shoulder.
From what I'm seeing, it looks like Jevon's playing striker at this point.
Okay. So if we try and reline it up top, it looks like we got Beebs, Jevon, and is that Gablehart on the other side there, gentlemen? Okay.
Yes.
We got Froelich. We got Adam, Smiga, and Cam Glass. We got Parker Weiss, Sandrowski, Hensler, and Sawwich. And we got another foul outside the box, sitting at about the 15. Far side, about 2 yards out from out of bounds.
Who's on 12? Who's on 12? Find a body.
Make it Norwin setting up their line. We got a 2-man wall for number 7. We got 3 Norwin players outside of the play.
And Parise gets his foot on it, kicks it up out of bounds.
Parise sends a crowd pleaser. Can't say I blame him for that one. Just get it out of danger.
That's right. Don't want to take any chances down here for sure.
6.5 minutes left. Nice play by Sandrowski. Saved by the alternate goalie from Norwin to throw the ball back in here. I don't even see the ball there on the sidelines. Number 20 has it for the throw-in for Norwin. And Froelich with the header out of bounds. Definitely on our heels here at Peters Township. What do you think the key is, Brad? What do you think we got to do here to get moving?
Just get the ball out of Dodge. Don't try to be fancy.
Yep, just clear the ball for now. Try and reset. Switch at fields here.
Get there, Cam.
Cam's going.
Cam Glass go. And out of bounds on No, they called it for.
Yep.
They called it for Norwin. Okay.
And
this is some dangerous ball here.
No. Everybody wants it. Crowd screaming dive. There's a lot of danger right now. We got to be real careful, and that is the right play. That is the right play. All right, so ball back on Froelich's foot. We're out of our end finally. Ball chipped up by the Norwin player. A lot of people standing around for Peters Township.
Keeper.
Marcus with the ball. Marcus with the ball. Kicking it out, sending it out. He's getting out of zone. No handball there. Sandrowski with the kick, sending it. Froelich sending it up. Off to Jevin. Right now, I would say, Ven, they're sitting there playing in our offensive zone, or their offensive zone.
Yeah, the tides have turned in this game for sure. And
so that was kind of the first half for Peters where we were maintaining it in Norwin's offensive zone. We're looking for the runner right now. Seems like the game really has switched. Got to hope Peters could sustain this run. Everybody's tense. Announcers are tense. Refs in the way, blocking Peters Township players. Ball on number 2. Ball at midfield. You could just sense that Norwin just has some intensity right now. We got to be real careful.
and they called it for Norwin again.
Yep. We're not getting many calls right now. Not getting many calls. 4 minutes left in the game, folks. 1-1. Throw in for Norwin, number 20. Good ball by
Hensler gets his
Caden.
head on it.
Good by Caden. Got to make that block now. Ooh, nice juke by the Norwin player. Good header there by
Is that Hensler
Caden.
again?
Caden.
Duh.
And there it is. And they were
You
pushing.
can only do so much.
And they were pushing for a while. So 2-1 Norwin with 3.5 left. That's a tough, tough, tough goal.
Yep, you kind of sensed it coming as much as you didn't want to say it, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, we've been calling it for a little bit here. So 3 minutes, 41 seconds, 2-1 Norwin. Ball in play to Froelich. Froelich sending it up the left wing. Ball onto Brett's foot and chest. Ball back to Jevin. Jevin chips it over to Brett. Ball out of bounds.
Right now, Peter's not getting any of the calls.
I mean, all they're doing is calling for Norwin. And, yeah, it's a ridiculous call. Yeah. So.
Hensler kicks it up to Martin, to Paris. Peters doesn't seem to be able to connect any passes right now, and that's.
I mean, Norwin knows what they're going to do here, Van. Right? I mean, they know the play here, so they're playing a smart defensive play. I mean, they're still pushing up, but they know we're playing in an offensive position here, and all they got to do is take the ball down the field here a little bit, right?
That's right.
So, ball into Parker Weiss. Parker over to Sendro. Sendro to Cam Glass, I believe. Looking for something. Caden with the header there. Back to Sandrowski. Norwin on the ball. Going to take a shot from a long range. And rips it in. Rips it in. Short side, top shelf, from about 30 yards out.
Well, this is an example of a game just changing tides and the momentum just swinging from one direction to the next in a big way. See if Peters can do anything here. There's still time, particularly if you get this in.
Don't give up. Come on. Come on. Keep fighting. Battle through it.
That was a beautiful shot by the Norwin player.
There we go.
Got to admire the shot, though, Van. I know it hurts, but he did rip it.
He did.
He did rip it.
He did. It wasn't a bad. No, it was.
So Peters with the free kick sitting in the corner, minute and 50 seconds left. Basically a corner kick here. A little bit deep. Tried to head it in there. Calling a corner. Out, and we're running to the opposite side here. Looks like Froelich grabbing the ball, realizing we just have to get some players on the ball here. Sending it in. Into the mix. Just wide. Just wide. Headers just wide off of both basically corner kicks. Minute and a half left in the game. Norwin slowing the game down just a little bit. Typical soccer fashion. Love it when you're winning, hate it when you're losing. Caden. A little bit of excitement here going on the field.
Yeah.
Easy.
All right.
Players grabbing each other, hugging it out, which is what you want to see.
Everyone getting a little bit feisty. Sawich with the wrestle move for the takedown. I think realized he did it, decided he should get up and hug him. Didn't want to earn a yellow or a red card there.
I'm thinking that was Gablehart.
I meant Gablehart.
That
I'm
actually
sorry.
got
Yep.
the yellow.
Oh, did he get a
is
yellow?
Actually off the field now.
He
Yes.
did get a yellow. It was a pretty good wrestling move.
It's okay. Something's bound to happen in a game like this.
Yep. Norwin bench was a little feisty. Caden was involved in a little bit of an altercation at about the 30-yard line there that Norwin bench didn't like. And then Gablehart got into that little bit of a scuffle. Coach is pulling Parker off the field. You got to think that's to make sure he doesn't get a yellow card and then miss another game. So really playing for, well, next week. Hate to say it,
Yep.
but playing for next week.
Well, with 30 seconds left, that's where we're at.
All right? All the boys have to have cooler heads right now. This game is done. 17 seconds left. Steve with the countdown coming up soon here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, well, that's a tough one for Peters. It's always been a pleasure, gentlemen. Brad, welcome to the booth.
Thanks, Brad.
Boy, that was tough. Maybe I was bad luck this half.
No, I don't
buddy.
think so. Thank you all.